नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है शालिनी और स्वागत है आप सभी का एक बार फिर से इस अनोखे किताबी मेले में जिसका नाम है मेरी किताब मेरी कहानी सीज़न 10। दोस्तों सीज़न 10 का सफ़र शुरू हमने कर लिया है, आज इसका 3rd डे है। आज हम आपको तीसरे नए ऑथर से मिलवाने वाले हैं और इसके साथ-साथ उनकी किताब की जर्नी आपके साथ शेयर करने वाले हैं। इसका मतलब 2 ऑथर्स, 2 सेशंस हम कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं। अगर आपने ये सेशंस अटेंड नहीं किए हैं, सो सुपर पावो ऑथर यूट्यूब चैनल पर जहाँ आप अभी हैं, वहाँ पर पीछे जाकर के इन दोनों सेशंस को आप चेक कर सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं और अगर आपने कुछ मिस किया हो, तो वहाँ से आप उसको गेन कर सकते हैं। शुरू करते हैं आज का सेशन। दोस्तों जैसा कि आपको पता है कि हर बार की तरह हर बार हम कोशिश करते हैं आपके सामने एक ऐसे ऑथर को, एक ऐसी आवाज़ को आपके सामने लेकर के आएँ जो अपनी लाइफ जर्नी को एक किताब के रूप में, किताब की शेप देकर के आपके सामने प्रस्तुत होते हैं और बहुत कुछ आपके साथ बाँटते हैं, साझा करते हैं और आप भी अपने ओपिनियंस, अपने कमेंट्स के ज़रिए हमारे साथ शेयर करते हैं जो हम देख के हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है। सो इस बार भी आपको जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक होगा उस पर अपने व्यूज़ ज़रूर शेयर करने हैं। इससे पहले कि मैं किताब के बारे में आपको बताऊँ, ऑथर का एक क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रही हूँ, ताकि आप उनके साथ ईज़िली कनेक्ट कर पाएँ और उसके बाद मैं किताब का भी एक छोटा-सा इंट्रोडक्शन दूँगी, ताकि आप अपना माइंड सेट कर लें, अपना थोड़ा पर्सपेक्टिव रेडी कर लें, इस सेशन को और सुनने के लिए, इसको और ज़्यादा इसमें और ज़्यादा एंगेज होने के लिए। सो आज जो ऑथर हमसे जुड़ रहे हैं, ये ऑथर एक बोल्ड और फियरलेस कॉर्पोरेट लीडर हैं, जिन्होंने अपने करियर के दौरान कई जेंडर बैरियर्स को तोड़ा है। उनकी प्रोफेशनल जर्नी इस बात का सशक्त उदाहरण है कि कैसे एक महिला एक मेल डोमिनेटेड बोर्ड रूम में भी अपनी आवाज़, अपना पावर क्लेम कर सकती है। लीडरशिप, कॉन्फिडेंस, वर्कप्लेस बिहेवियर और वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट पर हमारे आज की ऑथर का एक्सपीरियंस इस किताब में साफ झलकता है। सो ये था ऑथर का इंट्रोडक्शन। अब मैं किताब के बारे में आपको बताना चाहूँगी। इस किताब का टाइटल है बी अ बिच, अ वुमेन गाइड टू कॉर्पोरेट कॉन्क्वेस्ट। एक पावरफुल गाइड जो हर उस महिला के लिए लिखी गई है, जो कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में अपनी जगह बनाने के लिए संघर्ष कर रही है। ये किताब सिखाती है कि विमेन को लगाए जाने वाले लेबल्स बॉसी, अग्रेसिव, डिफिकल्ट, इन सब से डरना नहीं है, बल्कि उन्हें अपनी ताकत बनाना है। ये बुक हर उस वर्किंग वुमन को समझाती है कि सक्सेस की डेफिनेशन सोसाइटी नहीं बल्कि वो खुद तय करती है। तो दोस्तों मेरे ख़्याल से मैंने पिच रेडी कर दी है इस सेशन के लिए कि आज का सेशन कितना ज़्यादा बोल्ड और कितना ज़्यादा अग्रेसिव होने वाला है अपने आप में। आज की ऑथर से हम इस बारे में और बातचीत करते हैं। सो मैं इनवाइट करना चाहूँगी हमारे आज की गेस्ट ऑथर डॉक्टर मोना गौलशान सौरूर को। हाय मोना, हाउ आर यू?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Say namaste.
Yeah, namaste. So, Mona, we are really excited to hear about your journey, your writing journey, and your book. And first of all, welcome to this program. Um,
Thanks.
how do you feel to being associated with this program? Meri Kitab, Meri Kahani.
I thank you so much again for the invitation. I feel profoundly honored to be in Americas or Americana because it's directly to core of what writing is, and it's sharing the piece of your soul and your journey to the book. So and to have my book here to be introduced, to talk to, and reach to the right audience. It's a great honor and opportunity at the same time.
Thank you so much, Una. We are also excited to know more about your book and your perspective. So, before this, I have given only a brief introduction of yours. Now, we want to know about yourself. Please tell us about yourself, about your family background, and about your journey.
Um, my name is Mona, and I had that opportunity of taking the challenge to add a doctor in front of my name. And I tell you, this was also part of the journey because um, when I wanted to do my doctorate, being a wife, being a mother, being a full-time corporate, there was always a question that uh, will you get time? Will you be able to do it? So this was part of a thing which I always believed shaped and firm in a way and where place I am now. So I grew up in the family which my mom also was a teacher, and it was always good to be around the books and learning and reading. And I started my the career being a pharmacist initially, and then gradually moved to the corporate office, and being more of learning on the strategy, on the leadership and contemporary. And being a woman to reach to that place was not such easy work. But again, I should say I'm very thankful to my mom as well to being a strong woman equality to push me through this career and to during this journey, and also people and the friends which were there to always stand and say you can do it. There are sometimes you can do it, but
Yeah,
hearing people also validate it for you gives you another push. And I guess during this journey, um, believing in yourself also was very important because how much people will be beside you, but if you don't believe and you cannot do it, then it makes you kind of stuck in that path.
absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's really insightful. Mona, how much have reading and writing habits? Now, you have talked about these habits. How much these habits have impacted your life?
I'm not sure why people don't take the habit of writing so seriously, especially these days after this digitalization. We have a laptop, we have iPad, we have, these notepads, remarkable, a lot of options. But
True.
I always found it when you write it, it is stick in your mind quite longer. And this habit of writing, I mean, I don't see it much even with my kids to write their diaries or what they did in a daily basis. And we had this privilege and opportunity to do that, to write, to be more focused, and it gives you a direction, and it's kind of like a traffic for you. It's like kind of an meditation in a different way. You write, you focus, you take your feelings, your plan, even your strategy. It doesn't mean that you should be upset and angry or in love to write, but even if you have a plan to do, writing makes it much more easier, more clear, and it always show you the right direction.
Absolutely. You said really, really that the writing really shares the clarity, gives us the clarity of our life, the perspective, and everything maybe. And it's really, really a great habit if anybody can inculcate in their life, and especially if we talk about kids. So it's really helpful for them to, making to beautify their future.
True, that's very valid point actually. But sometimes we miss that. But it's very important to note it down in anything it can be. So, and I've seen many people once you write it, even the task you want to do, and when it is done and you put the tick on opposite, that feeling of you have a progress is also important.
Yeah, right, right. Okay. So, Mona, how did you start your writing journey? If we talk about this particular book, so how long have you been thinking about this book and started your journey, writing journey?
Yeah. So I started as it was private act of, you can say, self-preservation, to write your daily thing, what you do, how you feel about today. And then gradually it moved to the notes about the daily task, to the strategy and the work you want to do. But
Mm-hmm.
what I realized which was missing that during this journey, for me, uh, I did not have that much opportunity to have a mentor or the right guidance to, to move on in the corporate world, because it was more of the male dominated. I was honored and have the privilege to many places to be the first or the only one. But again, I felt for every woman who wants to take a step or to start a journey, it's good to share the experience. It's more of the handbook so people can refer. And I feel, and if they feel in this journey they don't know what to do, if they feel lost, if they feel that whom they can ask, at least they have something to refer to help them. And I'll be much more happy if I can have contribution in that progress and their growth as well.
Right. And Mona, now we really want to know about your book. Now it's time to reveal. I had revealed also your book names, but now we want to hear from your side that what is in the book and how can we say that it's a bold title or it's a very insightful title. Tell us something about your book now.
Yeah, I think when it came to the title, I really wanted something to be bold or be, as they always say, too much, because this is
Mhm.
something when the women in the in their journey or in their success or in their progress, they always been said if it is difficult or they are aggressive. So that was one reason I thought, let the title be also aggressive as they
Right.
usually.
Right.
And it's not about the beach as a word, but it is very important that how you take that title with you as a person, how you want to care. It's about the journey of every woman. It can be me, it can be anyone, any woman who thinks that they have a doubt in themselves and they think we might not be able to do it, or I don't want to be in this place, or I'm not sure if I want to do it. So to gives you the confidence that where you have to be, where are the challenges you might face, and how to overcome those challenges you might have in your journey, and to not give up, and how to be strong, because you might hear or being tagged or being labeled with a lot of things, but how to overcome, how to not give up. It's very,
Mm.
so it might be a bit aggressive word, but as they say, let it be. So we can carry it in the way that's a bit.
All right. No, Mona, I really like the way that you have explained your title and you have justified actually your title, your book title. I really want to request to the audience also, friends, इस सेशन में हम बात करें हैं डॉक्टर मोना से and she is talking about her book, her debut book. और इस किताब के माध्यम से वुमेन कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में किस तरह से एंटर करती है और क्या कुछ सिनेरियो उसके सामने होता है, क्या कुछ एनवायरनमेंट को उसको फेस करना होता है, क्या-क्या चैलेंजेस होते हैं, क्या-क्या लेबल्स उस पे लगा दिए जाते हैं, इन सब के बारे में आज हम इनके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे और हमारी जो ऑथर है डॉक्टर मोना वो खुद इस फेज़ से गुज़र चुकी हैं, उन्होंने भी बहुत कुछ सहा है, बहुत कुछ सुना है इस बारे में और ओवरकम किया है इन चीज़ों से फाइट की है। इन सब के बारे में हम बातचीत करेंगे। मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि अगर आपके आस-पास भी ऐसा कोई माहौल है या आपने किसी पर्सन को देखा है, इस माहौल से गुज़रते हुए प्लीज़ कमेंट करके हमें ज़रूर बताइएगा, आप क्या व्यू रखते हैं इस टॉपिक को लेकर के कि वुमेन कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में कैसे सर्वाइव करती है, उनके लिए एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा है या नॉर्मल है या नॉर्मल कैसे हो सकता है, ठीक कैसे हो सकता है? इसके बारे में अपने व्यूज़ आप ज़रूर हमारे साथ कमेंट करके शेयर कीजिएगा। नाउ Okay, so now, Mona, why I want to ask my another question, next question, and that is why women often labeled as too aggressive or bossy in the corporate world. Uh, I'm sure you have seen also all these environment and situations, and you have gone through also. So give us your insights about this.
It's a very, very good question, I must say. It actually boils down to the conflict of expectation. Because when we talk about the woman being vocal, having her voice heard, stand for her, thought and be firm, she will be easily called aggressive. But
Hmm.
I always notice if it's about the man in the room being in a similar manner, it's okay. He's firm, he's decisive, and it is okay. So for women, because the expectation overall, I mean, we are coming from place and the society which is more strong in the roots, culture, and families, and their expectation from women to be softer, to be more acceptable, to get more adjusted with whatever. So I think that would expect the women to be more digest whatever comes to her plate. It should not be. And once you object, you stand for yourself, you easily get that label. And that's the challenge. It's a progress. I mean, we all need to work on that to be. But even if you've been called or labeled difficult, it's fine. If you've been called aggressive, you can just carry it. It is completely fine. It's just a matter of not getting defensive or offensive with that.
Right.
I think sometimes when they call me aggressive, I'm fine with it. I consider it as an I'm being very much profound, or I just want to be very much, about concern and very much uncompromising toward the work I want to do. And for me, I always take it in a positive way, even it might sound a bit harsh or negative.
Mona, you said that one thing is really I liked, that men came from the another environment, another situations, another upbringing, and women came from the another side. And this is, I think, if I say ki, in India, if we say, uh, there is a like this like the environment in India, but we can see this kind of environment not in India only. I think this is the problem of the universe. Anywhere if you go, there is a men dominated
True.
environment, or maybe yeah, these situations we face.
Especially in
And
Asia, because of the place of man and woman is kind of, it seems, defined as per the society's term.
एब्सोल्युटली एंड वी कांट से फ्रेंड्स, हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि सिर्फ इंडिया में ही ये प्रॉब्लम है एक्चुअली। आज जिस ऑथर से हम बात कर रहे हैं वो आउट ऑफ इंडिया से हम बात कर रहे हैं, ये बाहर की हमारी ऑथर है। और ऐसा नहीं है कि ये इंडिया के सोसाइटी को देखते हुए इस तरह का पर्सपेक्टिव बना रही हैं। इनके यहाँ पर भी, इनकी कंट्री में भी इसी तरह की सिचुएशन ये फेस कर रही है, जिस वजह से इन्होंने इस किताब को लिखा है। सो आई मस्ट से कि ये इंडिया की सोसाइटी की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये एक यूनिवर्सल प्रॉब्लम है जिसके बारे में हमें एक्चुअल में बहुत गहराई से सोचना होगा और इसका हल निकालना होगा। So now, Mona, how can a woman turn these negative labels into her personal strength? How can we do?
So I always believe that whatever people whisper or anything they want to tag should not define you, because we know our strength very well. And if someone try to label you, you claim it. It's okay. I mean, if you want to resist on something, and if you found it negative label, don't look at it that way. In fact, it doesn't define you. It can be much more in a positive way to look at it, and it can become your strength. So I always believe that even if they call you like aggressive, you can say no. You have that strategic conviction with you, because we are, as a woman, been always easily targeted when we have an ideas or we have a strategy, especially we want to highlight, I want to do, our voice will not be taken that serious. So our challenge is more. So if you've been labeled or tagged, it's fine. Claim it, and it doesn't define you, but you can turn it in such a way being in your favor as your strength.
Absolutely. It is actually really lovely, Mona. It gives a new perspective actually, and I'm sure our audience also has been connected to your point. And फ्रेंड्स, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी, आप प्लीज इस टॉपिक पर अपने कमेंट हमारे साथ जरूर शेयर कीजिएगा। आपके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज हम जरूर जानना चाहेंगे कि कलेक्टिवली सोसाइटी इस टॉपिक को लेकर के क्या सोचती है। Mona, why do women face more hurdles than men when it comes to promotions and leadership roles?
Yeah, tell me about it, because it was a similar challenge for me also
Yeah,
during my career. Because, for women, they have to prove it more. I mean, for men, they can have one achievement and, make it the crown out of it. But for women, it requires more progress, more achievement to prove yourself that, yes, this is what I'm doing. It is, it's quite vague for a woman on the process of growth. And sometimes it's difficult to have the right support in the system as well. Because I've personally experienced that. Um, they were having this question, why we should have a woman in this position. And I always ask why you should not have it. I mean, it's debatable. And then it's a matter of having the work done. Now, if it's done by a man or a woman, should not make a difference. So these are these challenges for the women, which they might be even qualified, but they don't get that visibility or place or the opportunity also to be visible enough to take that place or the promotion. So the journey become more difficult for us overall. But I've seen many companies pick up that support. So changes we can say in progress, but it's still we have the challenge during the promotion. And
Absolutely, absolutely. We are living in 21st century, but still we have so many challenges actually.
yes, yes, I remember one of my interviews. They called me 4 rounds for that interview, and then the last question which they asked me was like, why we should hire a woman. We never hired a woman in this position, and we never had women in this department. So why we should hire? So it's first of all make me think. In the back of my mind, I was quiet and smiling, and I'm like, and maybe that's the gap because you didn't have a woman in that place, and why you should not have a woman. I
Right,
think that
right.
was the start which, yeah. So I changed the history of that company to be the first and only.
Absolutely. And I think there is no perfect reason to say that we didn't hire any woman for this role. There's no perfect answer, no satisfied answer, I think so.
Yes. But that it comes also from the mindset or the society which is kind of brought it in such a way that it might not be a woman's job, but then that should not be the definition.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's no gender difference in, differentiate between some opportunities or maybe some roles.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So now, Mona, I want to ask now, how should a woman handle the pressure? So if we talk about this pressure of being the first woman in the room.
Yeah. I think it's very important to take it as an opportunity because when you will be the first or the only one in that department, you are opening the door for all the women. But yes, it should not be a burden, but it should be kind of an honor and opportunity at the same time. And
Right.
the pressure is more because if you fail, they will not say Mona failed or she failed. They will say women cannot do it. And
Hmm.
that's kind of a pressure you might face, which make it difficult. But look at it in that way. If you make it, so means you open the door for a lot of women to be there. So that should be kind of an challenge and a responsibility. We can make it, and let people who look up to you or the women which will be say, yes, see, she's there, so I can be there. And there are many positions also I can say in different places which they were the only woman and they opened the door for the rest of the women to follow.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is really important to set an example for the rest of the women that you can also do this.
Yes.
Yeah. Mona, what should be a woman's smart and strategic response when is underestimated at the workplace?
And I always love to be underestimated because once you achieve, it comes as a surprise,
Yeah,
And
right.
it's the best parts of it. Um, Sometimes it becomes frustrating because, especially when you're in a meeting or something like that, they might think you're not aware of the thing and they keep you in their corner. But once you do it or you start talking or you add the value and your place will be like, in a different way. And that surprise in people's face is quite good to see. And I've noticed also later on, it gives them the sense of competition or kind of an uh, insecurity that now they underestimate it. But I feel it's also kind of an opportunity to be, back and listen and then be the surprise. And it's completely fine if you be underestimated.
I'm sure you have also shocked the people to and give them surprise by doing something really good, and they are not think they are thinking that you can't do this, but you have done
Yeah.
so well. Is
And
any
it's
instance
much
you want to
fun at the
share with us?
same time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's all about the when you deliver and the outcome when it the way it's overwhelmingly the successful and the success which will come. So it's fine if you're underestimated. You enjoy the quiet peace corner which you want to be, and then it's like
Right.
a surprise which is out.
This is a huge thing that they have seen. All right. Now, Mona, why are ambitious women often considered difficult and unpleasant, especially unpleasant?
Yeah, that is, I feel, one challenge every woman wants, and maybe every human being, because everybody wants to be liked. But you
Hmm.
cannot be liked by every, you cannot be in everyone's good book. And I think the women, which, they recall difficult and ambitious because their expectation is quiet and their standard is higher. They challenge the insufficient process, the inefficiency, the resources, the work, the outcome, the strategy. And when they question it, it's quite being okay. She's dreaming so big. But I've noticed if some men come with such idea, okay, as they say, TK chalega, fine. It is the same way. But for women, it is not that easy. And they call it, they'll be not that pleasant and difficult. And it is fine because you don't need to be convenient for everyone.
Hmm.
Otherwise, your work will not be done. And I feel if you're not being liked by everybody, it is still fine. We are not here to please everyone because it's end of the day, it is your journey. As much as you're happy, you feel you're in the right place, and it is your, your growth, your place. It's fine. So it's about taking it, digesting it, growing it, taking it as a stepping stone, stand on it, and take the next step.
Yeah, Mona, great point, Mona. I'm sure our audience will also relate to these points, these perspective. Now, how can women maintain identity, confidence, and and boundaries while achieving corporate success?
Uh, it's a very good question on that thing. I always believe there is nothing called life work balance, especially in the corporate office. It's nothing called balance. It's all about management. Is work life management. How you want to find your identity, how you want to maintain your confidence, how you want to define your boundaries, and how you're managing it. There is no balance. You will not be able. And I don't think if anyone says I have life work balance, it's really there is a balance. Especially in the speed of the world, the current situations we are living in, the lifestyle we have, the direction the world is going, and you will not be able to balance. But how you manage it well, to have all these your identity and confidence and boundaries place, that how you work on it. And I found women better managers because women are
Yeah.
multitask, so they can do it much more better.
Absolutely, absolutely. The nature and the behavior or Almighty gives us so many special things, I think so, that we can handle everything perfectly.
True. And we sometimes forget that blessing we have. I mean, women always make a better manager. And with all respect to the male, I'm sure there are many good managers in male, but women should have more belief in themselves because they really make a good managers.
Absolutely. Okay, so now, Mona, we have reached to our next segment, which is called Author's Corner. So I'll be asking to you some questions quickly, and you need to answer quickly. So are you ready for this? Let's start with.
Okay, let's just start.
Okay, so my first question for you: what is the real happiness for you?
Real happiness is seeing the people around me happy.
Okay, what is definition of a true friend?
Whenever this is should not it should be a very long answer for it because I have friends which I have some plan which not practical or work, and be very much transparent and honest. If I say I want to do that, they said no, you don't want to do that. And I'm very much blessed to have a few of them in place. But yes, friends which are honest and they are a reflection and like a mirror to
Okay, define yourself in one word.
never give up.
Okay, when you stuck somewhere, how do you motivate yourself?
There is a phrase from Dr. Carol Dweck on, she has this power of yet. So if anything is stop and I feel I cannot do it, I said I cannot do it yet. So I mean the journey starts and the process. So it's always about yet.
Great, great. Now, last question. Your dream project.
I think this book is my dream project. It was
Okay.
something I always were looking forward to have a contribution, share my experience, and help other women during the journey. It was not an easy path for me to grow and be in the corporate and be where I am today, but I wanted to ensure that if people are having a dream and if someone told them, "Are you sure?" or "You cannot do it," or "This is not a place for women," or "No, you can," you should think of your kids and your husband. There is still a way to follow your dream. I mean, you as a woman, I always call woman a woman. You know, it's such a blessing to be a woman. We have our challenges, we have our limitations, but it doesn't mean that we have to stop. That, sometimes your weakness is your strength. And how we
Absolutely.
utilize it, this is our call. And that's why I wanted to have a contribution in every woman's journey. So it looked like one of the biggest project I looked in because to help others, I always found it's something which should be part of everyone's life. I mean, what you help, what you give away, and what you try to contribute to others is somehow come back. So it's always important to keep that in mind.
Beautiful, beautiful, Mona. It's really insightful, and that the points you put here on this platform, I really connect. I can also feel because I'm also a kind of in this role, and maybe we can say we are mother, we are daughter, we are wife. But first of
Yes,
all, we should know how to live to ourselves. We should learn this thing.
exactly. True. That's very true. Especially when it comes to the women, and I always say maybe in the Asian countries which we are, because roots are stronger and there are expectations from women more comparatively toward the Western culture as of now. So that's make it quite challenging for us. But I feel it makes us stronger at the same time. And
Right.
that's why I say sometimes your strength become your weakness become your strength. So this is how to look at it.
Absolutely. Okay. So now, Mona, I think the audience has also connected with you till, and they need your contact details, want to chat with us, want to take guidance from you. So any contact detail you want to share with us?
I'm available on LinkedIn. I'm quite
Same.
proactive in that platform, and it comes with the same name, Dr. Monaco Shamsuru. And I'll be very more than happy to help anyone to reach out and to connect. And if I can have any contribution or support, I'll ensure I'll be there.
ऑलराइट। सो फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप डॉक्टर मोना से कनेक्ट होना चाहते हैं तो इनकी कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल हम शेयर करेंगे आपके साथ। मैसेज बॉक्स में आपको, चैट बॉक्स में आपको वो डिटेल मिल जाएगी। आप वहाँ से उसको नोट कर सकते हैं, और डॉक्टर मोना से अगर आपको गाइडेंस लेनी है कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड के बारे में या इस किताब के बारे में या इस जर्नी के बारे में, तो आप उनसे ईज़िली कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं। Now, Mona, as we know that your book is in progress, and it's upcoming book, like we can say, and it's going to be released very soon on Amazon. So friends, इस book को जब रिलीज होगी ये book, हम आपको इसका परचेसिंग लिंक शेयर करेंगे, Amazon लिंक आपको वो कमेंट सेक्शन में मिल जाएगा, अपडेट हो जाएगा। आप वहां जाके इस लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिएगा और इस बुक की कॉपी खरीदना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा। Mona, any book you want to recommend to our audience?
Um, one of the book which has a big impact on my life, which I read it long back. It's same from Dr. Carol Dweck. She's the writer of the book called Mindset, and it's very important for everyone, from anyone, any gender, any age, to look at the mindset. It's very important to have a growth mindset or fixed mindset, and it is something which also help us in the direction or in your journey in life to make the right decision or how to grow. So I found the book, The Mindset, quite a very interesting and impactful.
All right. Any future plans, Mona, regarding your writing? Are you planning something else also?
Yes, I look forward, in fact, that this journey should continue, and I look forward to have that the other book also coming up after the first one. So I think once you start the journey of writing, it will never end. So I hope I'll be able to have more contribution, and then the next one also maybe we can connect also later.
All the best for your next writing project, and keep writing. Mona, we are really happy, and we are thankful for you, for your time, for your uh, views, for your learnings you have shared with us. Any message you want to share with our audience before you leave?
I would like to say, do not wait for changes to happen, because we are part of the system, and nothing changes if nothing changes. So it comes from us. If we stand, if we vocal, we don't give up. We don't be more defensive or offensive, but be more confident in what we want to do, and be very clear about where we want to be, and never give up.
Absolutely, never give up. Yeah. Mona, thank you so much. This is wonderful talking to you, and all the best for your all projects and for your life, for your journey. And we'll meet very soon. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shalini.
सो नाउ दोस्तों, आज का सेशन यही फिनिश होता है। डॉक्टर मोना के साथ हमने इस सेशन को कंप्लीट किया, और इन्होंने जिस बेबाकी और जिस बोल्डनेस के साथ इस टॉपिक पर चर्चा की, खुल कर के बातचीत की, आई एम श्योर एवरी वर्किंग वुमेन जो कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में या अदर सेक्टर में काम करती है, वो अपने आप को रिलेट कर पा रही होंगी कि उनके आसपास का जो एनवायरनमेंट है, वो भी कहीं न कहीं, कुछ ना कुछ इसी तरह का होता है। कहीं न कहीं से अपने आप को वो रिलेट कर पा रही होंगी। कैसे किस तरह की सिचुएशंस आती हैं और उसको कैसे उन्हें प्रेशराइज़ होना पड़ता है, कैसे वो उससे ओवरकम करती हैं, किस तरह से उनकी लाइफ़ पर इसका इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में मोना ने बहुत डिटेल में हमें बताया। ये बुक अपकमिंग बुक है, अभी ये बुक प्रोसेस में है, लेकिन इस बुक की जो वैल्यू है, वो एक्चुअल में बुक राइटिंग के साथ ही शुरू हो जाती है। सो जब ये बुक रिलीज़ होगी, इसका परचेज़िंग लिंक हम आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे, इस बुक को ज़रूर चेक कीजिएगा। ट्राई कीजिएगा, आप इस बुक को परचेज़ करें, और उन सभी वर्किंग वुमेन को ज़रूर शेयर कीजिएगा, जो जिन्हें इसकी ज़रूरत है, जिन्हें इस इंसाइटफुल, मीनिंगफुल कन्वर्सेशन की ज़रूरत है। सो अगर आपको आज का सेशन, आज का प्रोग्राम पसंद आता है, तो प्लीज़ शेयर ज़रूर कीजिएगा उन्हीं लोगों के साथ जिन्हें इस सेशन की ज़रूरत है। इसके साथ-साथ में लाइक कीजिएगा, और कमेंट करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा फ्रेंड्स। आप एग्री करते हो, डिसएग्री करते हो, आपकी कोई भी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हो, प्लीज़ कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइएगा, और हम इस प्रोग्राम को बेहतर कैसे बना सकते हैं, वो सजेशंस भी आप डाल सकते हैं कमेंट सेक्शन में। सो यहीं पर रैप होता है हमारा आज का सेशन। कल मिलेंगे आपसे, लेकिन इससे पहले मैं आपको दोबारा से याद दिला देती हूँ, अगर आप इसी तरह से इन्हीं ऑथर्स की तरह आप चाहते हैं कि आपका भी हम इंटरव्यू लें, आपको भी फेस टू फेस इस प्रोग्राम में आने की इच्छा है, आप चाहते हैं एज़ एन ऑथर आप आकर अपनी राइटिंग जर्नी की शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई, कैसे आपने इसको कंप्लीट किया, ये सब आप अपनी ऑडियंस के सामने, अपने रीडर्स के सामने शेयर करें, दिल खोल के बातचीत करें अपने निश टॉपिक पर जिस पर आपकी एक्सपर्टीज़ है। तो आपके लिए 2 मंच ओपन है। सबसे पहला मंच है मेरी किताब मेरी कहानी का सीज़न 11। अगर आप सीज़न 11 में हमारे साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो जब तक ये सीज़न 10 चल रहा है, इन 22 डेज़ के अंदर अगर आप एनरोल करते हैं, तो आपको एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट्स मिलने वाले हैं इस प्रोग्राम में पार्टिसिपेशन के। और वो क्या है? इसके लिए आपको मैं एक नंबर शेयर करूँगी, वहाँ पर डायल करना है, और हमारी टीम आपको आगे की जानकारियाँ ईज़िली अवेलेबल करवाएँगी। एक तो ये प्लेटफ़ॉर्म है। दूसरा प्लेटफ़ॉर्म, अगर आप फ़ेस टू फ़ेस आना चाहते हैं, फ़िज़िकल इंटरव्यू करना चाहते हैं, हमारे स्टूडियो में आकर हमसे बातचीत करना चाहते हैं, तो उसके लिए हमने एक नया प्लेटफ़ॉर्म रेडी किया है, सुपर पावर ऑथर पॉडकास्ट। वहाँ पर आप अपीयर होकर अपने दिल खोलकर हमसे बातचीत कर सकते हैं, अपनी ऑडियंस को मैसेज दे सकते हैं, उनसे आप डायरेक्टली कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं। और इसके लिए आपको एक लिंक मैं शेयर कर रही हूँ, आप वहाँ पर जाइए और इस लिंक पर क्लिक करके इस प्लेटफ़ॉर्म में आने का, एनरोलमेंट आने का जो रास्ता है, वो आपके लिए ईज़िली खुल जाएगा। आगे की डिटेल्स आपको बहुत ईज़िली अवेलेबल हो जाएगी। सो मिलते हैं आपसे, आई एम श्योर आप इन बातों पर ज़रूर गौर फरमाएँगे, और इन दोनों प्लेटफ़ॉर्म में से किसी एक प्लेटफ़ॉर्म को ज़रूर यूज़ करेंगे, ज़रूर ऑप्ट करेंगे। दोस्तों, ये ज़रूरी है हर एक पर्सन के लिए, अगर वो अपनी पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग बनाना चाहता है, अगर वो सोशल मीडिया पर अपीयर होना चाहते हैं, तो ये ज़रूरी है कि वो अलग-अलग प्लेटफ़ॉर्म्स को यूज़ करे, उस पर अपीयर हो, उसको उस पर आ करके और अपनी बातचीत, अपनी बुक, अपने ब्रांड को, अपने प्रोडक्ट को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुँचाने की कोशिश करें। आप जितना ज़्यादा उसके बारे में बात करेंगे, जितना ज़्यादा डिटेल में बताएँगे, लोग आपकी बात को सुनेंगे, समझेंगे, और इस चीज़ पर एग्री करेंगे कि आप जिस तरह से अथॉरिटी के साथ उस प्रोग्राम में बैठे हैं, बातचीत कर रहे हैं, वो रियल में उनके लिए फ़ायदेमंद है। सो आप की ब्रांडिंग के लिए ये ज़रूरी है कि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफ़ॉर्म को यूज़ करें। सो मिलते हैं आपसे कल एक और नए ऑथर के साथ, एक और नई बातचीत के साथ, एक नए टॉपिक के साथ। ये है मेरी किताब मेरी कहानी सीज़न 10 जहाँ हर किताब के पीछे है एक कहानी और हर कहानी होती है एक प्रेरणा। धन्यवाद।